Hello Libra, welcome back to another morning inspo. I am Auji and this is Sacred Libra, where we talk all things Libra. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if this reading resonates with you. Okay, today's affirmation is I am at peace. What is one action I can take today so that I sleep with less worry and regret? I am at peace. I'm feeling that energy. Today I'm going to be using the Shaman's Dream Oracle. One of my favorites. Seems to get the job done all the time. One of my favorite decks. Let's get right into this morning inspo. Let's get right into this. Okay. What is coming towards Libra today? What is coming towards Libra today? Radical acceptance. What is coming towards Libra today? Deep diving into a task. Radical acceptance. Some of you guys are going deep into loving yourself. You got beloved and deep dive and a deep diver. This is radical acceptance and diving into a task. You're fully focused on accepting all these parts of you. Radical acceptance is accepting the parts of you that you might not necessarily like, that other people might not necessarily like, your shadow. And this initially is the crossing, the initiation. You crossing over to the other side. This is also bringing a possibility for union, two things coming together. Then you're in the Garden of Venus. So this is really bringing the unit of unconditional love. There's a lot of work going on with our relationships. We are in 222. Okay, so this is, and the portal was open. So this is a lot of work is going on between our relationships. And a lot of you guys, what you're going to be noticing is you're going to see a lot of self-work. You're going to be urged to do a lot of shadow work, to get in touch with your shadow, to start loving on yourself and be fully focused on you. It's going to be amazing when you realize how much of your focus is going to be turned inside. A lot of, like, just collectively, a lot of people are going to be, I can just feel a lot of people are just becoming more in tune with themselves, especially as we get together and we do our work together as a collective, for the collective, and as a collective. We come together, we do our work. This is you just being focused on yourself. Point blank, period. Loving on yourself unconditionally. This is pure self-love. Radical acceptance. Accepting those parts of you that yesterday or yesteryear you did not like. You wanted to be removed. You felt like you'd be better without. This is completely turning around, completely turning that focus around. Instead of wanting to cut something out, now you're wanting to bring something in. Now you're wanting to become in union with that thing. Now you're focused on that thing. Now you're showing that thing that I see you, I hear you, you matter to me, I love you. For some of you guys, this is your initiation. For a lot of us in life, that's what it is. Your initiation, loving yourself wholeheartedly. What is Libra feeling? What is Libra feeling? Empty. Feel like it's time to replenish. Feel like there's some obstacles. Feeling dark. Notice the dark cards, but you see the light in there. Feeling empty, feeling dark, feeling like you're in a unstable environment. Things are unknown. Feeling like you can't fully count on anything or depend on anything right now. For some of you guys, you feel like you've given out all of your resources. You've given all of them out and you have no more to give. And for some of you guys, you feel like not only have you given out all of your resources, but you're hit with this wall. So now you can't even go out there and replenish yourself in the ways that you in the ways that you always known. So Spirit is forcing you to do a different thing. To get you the revitalization that you need back into your life, to revive you. Spirit is forcing you to do a new thing. Some of you guys are feeling completely drained. Drained with the idea of outrunning yourself. Because the message, oh my goodness, the message of the day is to love yourself. You got the disowned self right here. Drained with outrunning yourself. The disowned self is drained. For some of you guys, you cannot solve this problem the way you used to. This is going to be a deep morning inspo today. I can feel it. I can feel it. Root girl. The part of, like I said, this is all about you coming into union with the part of you that you wanted to cut out. You thought you'd be better without, that you disowned. You didn't associate. When you associated you didn't associate yourself, that part of you. When you thought of yourself, you didn't think of that part of you. You left that behind. And what happens when we do that? We come into contact with these relationships that refuse to choose us. Because relationships will give us what we give ourselves. And until you choose yourself, until you love yourself wholeheartedly, including this part of yourself that you feel like does not deserve any type of love from you, you will keep on getting mirrored with these relationships, because God wants you to choose all of you just like He chose all of you. So now you get to a place where I can't take it no more. I'm tired of ending up right here. I'm tired of feeling like I'm drained and giving myself away and never getting anything in return. And then now you feel like you have to go do something. So that void, how are you feeling your voice? Your coping mechanisms is going to put a stop to that. There's a new way that you have to do things. And the way that you have to do things is through pure acceptance. It's through loving this person right here. Between loving this, the root girl, the shadow. You see the gate. You want to go there. You know you need to take some rest to get there, but you hit with the obstacle in the way that to get there is through complete union with self, because it's some things that your shadow needs to tell you. It's some things that you have to do as key steps, and your shadow has that information. So you see the further gate, and the bold step further is to trust and do things in a way that you've never done them before. What does Libra need to release? Take that bold step. Take that bold step, the courage to take that bold step forward, even though it's a storm. Even though it's a storm warning. You got beginner's mind. For some of you guys, that bold step is going to be like the first step. Having the courage to step into life. The perfect storm. Things are happening perfectly to get you to come into union with yourself, because only when you're in union to yourself do you have the courage to live out your life wholeheartedly. Only when you're in union with yourself. Do you have the courage to live out yourself, live out your life wholeheartedly, live out your life unapologetically, only when you are in union with yourself? There's no way you can do that disowning yourself. No way. The bold step forward is to move forward in union together. I just recently, and it was a milestone for me, that I made a decision that finally both my higher self and my shadow agreed. Like, we was like, yeah, that's the best. Yes. Oh, we're proud of ourselves. And I just felt so good of letting them both in on what's going on with me, instead of feeling like one has to be the dictator. Instead of understanding that this is a union, that they both are working together and constantly communicating. And they need to be in constant communication with each other in order for us to run smoothly as a whole. So I felt good about us finally agreeing. I said, well, get the fuck out of here. Y'all agree? But this is, Spirit is also asking you to step in a place of first breath, forgetting what was and experiencing life as it comes now. That's the thing about being brand new. We don't actually die. We make a choice. And you make a choice to have a beginner's mind to things, to experience new, to lose the old, to let that old you die. The thing that's so hard about that is that you did not actually die. You still have access to those memories in your mind, and you have to make a choice to live a new life. You have to make a choice to take a new step, to breathe a new breath, and to experience life with fresh eyes as it comes to you, like it's just happening, not tainting it by what was, by what it used to be, because now you're in a union that you never was in. And for some of you guys who've already been in that union, because I've been working on this union, it's a lot of us that's a little ahead in the process. It's time for you to live life differently, because you're living life in union now. And the way you used to do things is just not going to cut it. You're living life together. We're halfway there. Ay, we're living on a prayer. That was my song, okay? Shout out to Guitar Hero, okay? But you're living life totally different. What does Libra need to know today? What does Libra need to know? Fallen angel, spiritual narcolepsy, you're asleep. And creating some type of union. Fallen angel. I do want to read that out the book. And the magician's sword. You have fallen angel. It says, you are being cautioned now to not fall asleep or go unconscious. You have been flying above the strife and suffering of the world in angelic bliss. However, you risk being seduced by the beauty and comfort of your situation and losing track of your aspirations, your wings. As you fall, you pick up speed, heading toward the trees below and a possible nasty landing. Remember that all you need to do is stop being a fallen angel. All you need to do to stop being a fallen angel is spread your wings, to halt your descent, and then find an updraft again. Do not be seduced by the fallen angels, your supposed friends and companions who are ready to use you for their pleasure and only have their own interest in mind. As you soar once more in flight, receive the gifts of fallen. as the fallen angel as an invitation to study the forest from above the trees. In other words, to analyze your situation from a higher perspective without being entangled in its thorny branches. Once you understand what needs to be done, head back to your lofty heights and stand by for the right moment. Action you take now may backfire. Stay conscious and wait until you are guided to change. You will know when the time is ripe. Don't stay. So right now you're at a pause with the obstacle and the empty well. This is a time for you to replenish, a time for you to rest, a time for you to build yourself back up. Okay, this is not a time for you to fall asleep. This is time for you to get important information. This is not a time for you to act either, to do some rational, irrational forms of actions. Okay. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet an underdream of possibilities, but you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. And yes, you are allowed a breath or two before you leap, so take a bit of time to yourself. Get away for a day or two of contemplation, or even for just a few minutes to walk to clear your head. Muster your courage so that you may cross the sky bridge. The sky bridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for the quantum leap. Life believes you are ready, even if you do not agree. Remember, do not confuse your true state of readiness with your plans and preparations. Respond with a determined yes, and let the universe take care of the details. So you're about to leap into a place where, and this is a possibility of union too. I feel like this is coming together, and this is what needs to be connected or disconnected. The path behind you is no longer an option, and you're about to have to jump, but you can take a breath before you leap into this new place. So in this breath, this is the angel narcolepsy, the fallen angel, the spiritual narcolepsy, where you're going beyond this, and don't stay in this point where you're taking a breath before you leap. Things still have to go. Things still, the ball still has to roll. And then you have the magician's sword. And it says, when the magician's sword appears, you are called to cut the cords that binds you to old thoughts, forms, and beliefs, or to friends who are not true. With the power of the magician's sword, nothing can stop you, hurt you, or to turn away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon, so make sure you wield it wisely for the greater good. Find the stuck places where you are kept tethered to a toxic person or a particular location or a faulty thought or belief, and let the blade do its magic. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles, but don't look to the heavens to grant you a wish. Look within. Use the magician's sword to cut through any limited beliefs, and remember that all beliefs are limiting, and focus your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all the tools you need for the task at hand. You need only muster the wherewithal to deploy the resources you have. Okay, when this magician's sword appears, it's time to get moving. This is not a tool for contemplating, for gazing at the finely polished edge. It is the instrument for calling for decisive action. And remember, the sword is alive. With the wisdom you can summon to help you find the best course of action, don't hesitate and act. So right now, this is right before the action. You're rising above the fray. This pause is for you to cut any types of beliefs. And we already talked about disowning the shadow. Also, with the shadow being disowned, there possibly are a lot of relationships that are codependent and are toxic, if not, that you have, or that hold you back, that want you to stay comfortable, that want to stay comfortable. So those are things that also need to be cut out as well. Okay, so let's keep going. Who or what is helping Libra? The Fates. Who or what is helping Libra? A tidy house. The Fates. Things are just working in your favor. Okay, skywriting. Definitely your dreams are coming true. Keep a clear space. Tidy your house. Keep a clear space, keep a clear mind. So you definitely may need to tidy a couple things around. But your preparations are coming to fruition. You can pick up your things. Like you can pick up your fish. They're here. You can put your net down. The fish is here. Your batch has come. Your harvest has came. But also, I feel like when you, a clean mind, a clean house is a clean mind. Definitely keeping your space clean. You can be better at organizing your day, organizing your schedule, getting things done, making sure you're ahead of the game. That's going to be helping you a lot right now, especially while you're getting back into union with yourself. Then you have lost compass. Like you're getting back. It says getting back to integrity, finding your way, finding your light in the dark tunnel, getting back to yourself. I do want to read that though. The lost compass here. It says getting back to integrity, finding the way home, trusting intuition. When a lost compass appears, it is a sign that you need to find your way back home, back to your source and center, relying on your intuition to arrive there. Be wary of the signs telling you to turn here or there or to avoid this or that personal situation because the outward indicators are not reliable right now. Be careful not to believe all the advice you are receiving. Rely instead on your innate sense of direction and guidance, and use your homing instincts to lead you true. The lost compass has come to show you that you need to find new counselors. You are not getting the mentoring you need for your success. Who is that person you are looking up to as a model for what it is, for what it means to be a woman or a man? Trash that ideal. Tear up the picture you create in your mind. You are meant to be you, not the best copy of your dearest friend. Make this your mantra. Love me or leave me. Ooh, love me or leave me. The love compass is a blessing in disguise because you sometimes have to lose your bearings to find yourself afresh, to discover a new course. Yep. Lose yourself to find yourself. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom before you actually find yourself. True north never changes, so reset your way to your heart compass and trust your deepest feelings even when others do not support them. Remember that you are not lost. You simply do not know where you're going right now. Lost is a state of mind, not where you're going. Not knowing where you're going is an opportunity to find a way to a new path. Okay? And who or what is hurting Libra? Got 3 coming out. Make sure you surrender. So surrendering, letting life fall in your hands. Also understanding that you are in a foreign place. You got the stranger. You are also someone because you're in union now. You're someone new. So strange place, strange people. I feel like there could be some type of just like things are changing and you could be a little bit overly, you can have a lot of anxiety when it comes to everything changing around you. For some of you guys, you can still feel very lonely, and you could be missing home or be missing some type of love around you. But things are changing very, very fast because you're changing very, very fast. Like whatever is going to bring you into union with yourself, a lot of things. I'm not surprised that the fortune's wheel came up because once you come into alignment with yourself, things has to change. It's like the rules, like it has to. Now, what are the next steps for Libra? Have the courage to step into your life. This may be through a perfect storm. Also, all things are connected. So I feel like you have the ability to connect with a lot of people. You have the Jute Whip here. And also remember, keep a beginner's mind. Keep a beginner's mind, and then live with grace and generosity. Be graceful and generous with other people. Give without the expectation of receiving something in return. Also give graciously out of a positive space and not a negative space of lack. But definitely have the courage to step in. Remember that you are experiencing life in union now. So you do have to experience life as like a first breath. And it's the hardest thing when you still have your memory, because we still have our memories. Most of us, when we go through these changes, it's just this idea. You have to, this new idea of loving yourself wholly, this new idea of realizing that, wait, I don't have to throw this part of me away. This part of me makes me beautiful. This part of me makes me brilliant. This part of me makes my light shine even brighter. Okay? Coming into full acceptance with yourself. All right? So this is the message that I have for you guys. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up, and make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.